Good day, folks. Welcome to the Spanky Guitar YouTube channel. Hope you're all doing well today. I'm just going to do a quick review of a Gibson Les Paul Goldtop 2012. For some reason, I thought this guitar was 2017. I had purchased this guy a few months ago, and I played it on the channel already, but it hasn't received a formal introduction. So I would like to do that today. Quick review, like I said, go over a bit of the specs and kind of go over what is a traditional. What's the difference between a Les Paul traditional and a standard? How does it differ? And then later we'll throw it on the workbench there and take a look at the pots and the pickups. But yeah, so for now, let's see what we got inside here. Hey, like I said, I put a couple of short videos up already with it. Sounds really good, and the demo I'll do later. I'll just strum a few chords and. Yeah. So here we go. It's a very beautiful, excellent condition Goldtop. Traditional. Rosewood fingerboard, bindings, Gibson tuners, and gold speed knobs, and so what makes it different from a actually, just give me a second. I'm going to put it up on a stand. Okay, so yeah, here, so like I was saying, what makes a traditional different from standard? Well, if we go back a few years, back in 2008, from 08 until 2019, Gibson had, well, they still do, but the modern lineup, and at that time they had all sorts of different models available to choose from, and they kind of veered away from more historic spec guitars, like that are more closer to the 1950s. So they offered this one called the traditional, with the traditional specs. So you're not going to have any fancy push-pull pots, no PCB boards. You're not going to have any of the electronic tuners, stuff like that. So just the bare bones Gibson specs. And so in here we have the this is actually a Nashville style bridge. A true historic spec would be an ABR bridge. ABR, and what's the difference is it's kind of hard to see here, but the ABR1 bridge will be screwed in, and in here we have like a bushing that the bridge mounts attached to. So just a small difference here. In the it has a small or a thin binding here in the cutaway, and it kind of exposes the maple cap. And some of the other models, it'll have a big thick binding there that kind of hides that. So that's a traditional spec. I guess the tuners, like I said, let's turn that around here. So yeah, tuners, Gibson, Gibson tuners. Gibson Deluxe. Made in USA 2012. It's hard to see on the camera here, but yeah. So like I said, mahogany, and I got this I bought this off of a fellow here, in my community, well, Calgary, local buy and sell. And when I first got it, the first thing I noticed was it's a one solid piece. It's a solid body, and you don't see any seam line that to indicate that it's a two piece or three piece. So it's one solid piece, and the guy that had it, I kind of pointed it out to him. I was like, "Oh, this is a one solid piece maple or mahogany," and he goes, "Oh, I didn't even notice." So I was a bit happy with that. Look at the wood grain on the back of this thing; it's very nice. Same with on the sides here. I love looking at this wood grain on the side, how it kind of swirls like that. Very beautiful, this guitar. So yeah, I'll throw it up on the workbench. We'll open up the pots here, and I was gonna leave it. I didn't really want to open up the pickups, but I'm a little bit curious now because I saw some reviews, a few other people's reviews where the pickups are matched with either a 57 or a burst bucker, and um, I've had a number of Les Pauls on the channel, and I've never had 57 classics. I'm kind of hoping that at least one of these is a 57 classic. I'm not sure. With it being 2012, we'll see we'll see. I'm not sure what kind of pickups they used back then, but I think around 2017 or so is when they started putting burst buckers in. I could be wrong, but anyways, yeah, I just want to open it up quick and let's put it on the workbench. Okay, so we got it up on the workbench here. And I'm just using a cheap cell phone here for my video, but what happens here is, see this kind of weird, it does something weird with the lights because the phone is cheap. These guitars take all my money. Anyway, let's get this open here. Oh yeah, this is the smaller ones. I forget what those little ones are called. I'll have to look that up. So Gibson pots, nice route, nice clean route. Oh, I'm able to get that stupid light to stop for a second. Oh, there we go. So yeah, okay, there's that. If you guys want to comment into what kind of capacitors those are, that just kind of escapes my memory. I haven't opened up one of these guys in quite a while, and in probably a couple of years at least. Okay, so here's the big reveal. I didn't really want to take out the bridge, so I think I'm just going to take a look at what's in the neck. Um, I'll put this guy back in. It's just, I don't want to change the strings just for the sake of looking at what's in the bridge, even though I want to. But let's take a look at what this neck pickup is. Oh, I was right. 57 Classic. PAF wound by PS February 13th, 2012. Cool. 57 Classic. Okay. Well, that's good. This is my first guitar that has a 57 Classic. I did buy used 57 Classic pickups a while back, and I didn't even use them. I didn't put them in any of my guitars. I ended up selling them. And so yeah, that's cool. So let's do a quick reading of these pickups and see what the ohms are, and then we'll get on to a quick demo. Okay, so let's take a look at the resistance of the pickups here. So the way you test this is you get your multimeter, you put it on 20K, the 20K ohm setting, and then you just get your regular guitar cable lead, plug it into guitar, make sure you're on pickup, or make sure your volume pot tones are volume are all the way up, and so then you just get your positive and your ground. So you put your ground to the ground here on the cable, and then you put your positive on the top here. Oh, that's in the middle here. Let's put it on the neck. Make sure we're all the way up. It's a little tricky doing this. It's easier if you had the alligator clips to attach it. You just clip it on, but it's a little bit tricky without those. So the neck pickup is 7.71. That's the Classic, 57 Classic. Cool. Now let's do the bridge pickup. I still don't know what the bridge pickup is, but that's okay. Maybe I'll open that up some other day. But I actually should be changing these strings. Look how they're kind of dirty. I have new strings here somewhere in here in the shop. I got a couple of packs actually. I just don't know where they are. So in the bridge pickup we have 8.05, 8.04. Cool. And in the middle with both, 3.93. There you go, folks. So let's get into a quick demo and see how it sounds. Before we get into the demo, we'll take a quick look. I forgot to take a look in the candy case there, and I'll just quickly go over my setup here. My home recording studio here is it's the inexpensive one. I just used the Boss Katana here. Very good beginner amp. This is the 50 watt. You could get these guys used for under a couple $100, and I'm very pleased with its sound. Just using the AT2020 by Audio Technica condenser mic SM57. Going to a Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 KRK Rocket 7s, G4 Rocket 7s. Yeah, and of course the Les Pauls. But yeah, so let's take a look what's in here in the candy case. Nice white. Oh, that feels comfy. I wish I could sleep in this thing. Well, actually, maybe not. That kind of reminds me of coffin. Better not say that. Okay, Gibson. All right. And he must straps for the straps. I put strap locks on the Goldtop here, strap locks. February 21st, 2012. Model number Les Paul Traditional. Not sure what these other ones mean. Oh, GT Goldtop CH. Not sure what that stands for. Maybe one of you guys can comment what that means. Serial number, inspected by. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, let's get into demo. So we'll start off with the neck pickup, clean. Middle. And we'll do the bridge pickup. Okay, that's about it for folks. I hope you enjoyed the review, the little bit demo, and so yeah. It takes a little while to make these videos, so it'd be much appreciated if you could subscribe and like the video, comment if you wish, tell me if I'm doing a good job, a bad job, and so yeah, hope you enjoyed the light, and God bless you.